Well, hello and welcome from the candy wallpaper hallway of the dollhouse for another reading from. What book are we reading today? The Secret Language of Birthdays, of course, by Goldschneider and Joost Elfers for July 9th, the day of wonder. That's right. Here we have us an illustration of, well, it's a wagon wheel with some dust kicking up out the back of it. I like to think it's building up power. That's right. For the day of wonder. Hey, is it July 9th and it's your birthday today? Well, if it is, I just want to wish you a happy birthday. And if you're finding this video long after your day has passed, well, I hope you had a happy birthday. For everyone else who's just joining us out of curiosity or randomness, I want to say welcome and I hope you enjoy yourself. But first, before we dive in, let's get us a dice roll going. This is the Diecast birthday cast in this particular situation. So let's get in with a synchronicity numbers roll so you can know what numbers to look for out there as you go through your day. All right. Oh, what do we roll here? Close to a 9. We got us a 6 and a 2. A 6 in the root position and a 2 in the crown. Whatever that means for you. 4 and 8. Almost 9. So, hey, synchronicity rules. That means when you just go out there, keep your eyes open for your 6s, 2s, and 8s, or anything that adds up to that. Maybe you find an address. 682, perhaps. I don't know. When you go in there and you find you a secret elixir, and it helps you with suddenly your arthritis is gone if you happen to have arthritis, or who knows what else you got going on. Maybe some other kind of joint pain, or maybe some headaches. I don't know, but the rules of synchronicity aren't necessarily clear to me. I just entertain them. That is right. But hey, let's dive in, shall we? Your month is July, your day the 9th, and your sign is 16 to 18 degrees Cancer of the Cancer 2 period specifically. Last day of it, I believe. And your quality and element is Cardinal, water. July 9th, the day of wonder. Those born on July 9th have both the imaginative power to dream and the unusual working hypotheses and the practical ability to see them through. Thus, they have a marked effect on the world around them. Many July 9 people wish to better understand the process of life and creation. Delve into how things work, take ideas and objects apart, and put them back together again. A mastery of technique based on experience is usually essential to their success. Throughout their lives, those born on this day are fascinated by coincidences, hidden powers in the ways of nature for which there is currently no explanation. Most July 9 people may be content to read about what is in fact known about such mysteries, but some born on this day will go so far as to personally attempt to solve them. Presented with any serious opportunity at discovery, they rarely let it pass. Thus, they are opportunists in the best sense of the word, lively, directed people who readily get involved in events and concerns. Women born on July 9th are highly independent, most often breadwinners, but if working at home, probably direct the family from behind the scenes. When and if the time comes for them to take over family business due to illness or death of their husband, say, they do not hesitate to assume such a role. As partners, July 9 women rather, seem to have a natural ability to observe and offer constructive suggestions on how something can be better done. Often, July 9 people suffer a series of disappointments and can go unrecognized for years. Throughout such a difficult period, most must retain an inner feeling of their own worth, but if repeatedly rejected or frustrated in their endeavors, less highly evolved individuals born on this day may give up or withdraw into a highly fanciful, unrealistic inner world, possibly becoming bitter or frustrated. On the other hand, more determined July 9 people keep to their path no matter what, and they even use rejection as a stimulus to redouble their efforts. Those born on this day want to investigate, describe, write about, or discuss practically every area of life which interests them. Their never ending curiosity leads them to strange and out of the way places, both figuratively and literally. To them, what others call bizarre is perhaps of healthy interest and worth looking into. July 9 people may appear normal or conventional, but nonetheless carry a kind of interesting air about them which tips others off that their thoughts and concerns are hardly of a garden variety. Those born on this day are, in fact, highly accepting and rarely dismiss or put down a human being or an idea due to prejudice or preconceived ideas. This is not only due to open mindedness, but also a sense of pride that demands that they see for themselves and make up their own mind in any given situation. Well, all right. I must say, someone who is using their imaginative powers to dream and make things a reality. I like it. Like it a lot. It's almost everything there is, right? Well, almost. What they say about women there? That they're the breadwinners? I do like independent women, that's for sure. They don't want to spend my money all the time. Well, maybe not. What am I saying here? They like to spend that money, don't they? What else did they say there? They're the leaders sometimes, and they have great ideas and creative suggestions. Constructive. Well, that's also everything, isn't it? Someone who can help bolster what you're looking for. Highly appreciative myself. They didn't say much about the men, but hey, maybe that's not their day. Maybe the women have more power in this instance. In any event, what else did they say? Investigate, describe, and stay curious, my friends. Stay curious. If I learned anything in acting class, it was that. But it seems like this comes naturally to you, whereas others of us have to in effort to get it all done. What else was it? Oh yeah, I would say if there's one other person on the zodiac days there who would see a kind of interest in the synchronicity, the dice rolls there. Those are the numbers we had, the 6 and the 2. Well, it might be you. Hey, so get out there and get your arthritis medicine. That's right. Okay. Hey, let's move on to your numbers and your planets. Those born on the 9th of the month are ruled by the number 9 and by the planet Mars. The number 9 is powerful in its influence on other numbers, as any number added to 9 yields that number, e.g. 5 plus 9 equals 14 and 4 plus 1 equals 5. And any number multiplied by 9 yields a 9, e.g. 9 times 5 is 45, 4 plus 5 is 9. And July 9 people are similarly able to influence those around them. The planet Mars is forceful and aggressive, embodying male energy. And thus, July 9 women may be taken for pushy by those with traditional ideas of femininity. Those connections of Mars and the Moon, Cancer's ruler, for July 9 people could indicate financial prosperity and power. Well, that might explain the female breadwinner, the one in control. I don't know about pushy. Who's to say? Sometimes there's some people that like that kind of thing. Oh, to a degree, right? Anyhow, your number is 9. And a 6 and 2 for the 8. That's right, for today, anyhow. All right, let's move on to your tarot card, the more eclectic of the metaphysical practices. Maybe you will appreciate. The 9th card of the major arcana is the Hermit, who walks carrying a lantern and a stick. He represents meditation, isolation, and silence. The card signifies crystallized wisdom and ultimate discipline. The Hermit is a taskmaster who uses conscience to keep others on their path. And the positive side of this card is stick-to-itiveness, purpose, profundity, and concentration. I skipped ahead a line there. Negative meanings include dogmatism, intolerance, mistrust, and discouragement. July 9 people should learn from it the value of withdrawal from the world and periodic examination of their values. All right. Hey, did that speak to you? It sounds like that one has drilled down on you. The consensus, at least if everything else applies. That's right. Well, maybe that is where old Gary Goldschneider got some of the Day of the Wonder from the old tarot there and the influence of Mars. But hey, let's get back to the read and drill down on your health. Right. Less fulfilled July 9 people may find themselves suffering from ailments such as low energy, depression, and various chronic diseases. More highly empowered July 9 people must also guard against accidents of all sorts, largely due to their curiosity and their inventiveness. Many July 9 people have a habit of experimenting on themselves, and whether trying simple home remedies, new diets and drugs, or unusual forms of physical exercise, if they wish to take off weight, say. They are interested in all new approaches, but should avoid fad diets and extreme forms of physical exercise and yoga. Well, avoid it, huh? Though limited dietary experimentation is healthy when kept within the bounds of good taste. Well, oh, you're all interested in the inventive kinds of things, huh? Using your imagination and experimenting on yourselves. I thought for sure there's going to be some arthritis mentioned in there, but it wasn't. So I was off on that one. But hey, you got to be careful of your curiosities and inventiveness. You might just take off a fingertip on a bandsaw or something, or maybe the whole thing on a compound miter cut, in which case you'll never be able to put it back on because of that double angle. I don't know if that's true or not, but it could be. In any event, hey, let's dive in with some advice. All right. Don't get discouraged. Keep true to yourself and your dreams, and try to be more selective in your interests. Focus on your energy and avoid being carried away by unrealistic schemes. Keep your feet on the ground and maintain your emotional balance. And let's move on to your meditation. The phrase, "I don't know," is important in any language. That's right. And ask questions. Stay curious. That's right. That's the theme, I think, here. If I was to posit a hypothesis of my own. Though I'm not going to go search it out, I don't think. Because I've already experienced it. That's right. All right, let's move on to your strengths and your weaknesses, if I didn't say that already. And do the transition then. Your strengths, you're curious, you're inventive, and you're open. And your weaknesses, fanciful, disillusioned, and withdrawn. Let's move on to those born on this day, so maybe we can get a little bit of a better context as to some other people born on July 9th who might just help put this whole thing, all these things that have been stated, into a better perspective and see if old Gary Goldschneider was right. Yeah, that is, if we know who any of these people are. So let's get in on those born on this day. We have Nikola Tesla. There's one. He was the Croatian U.S. physicist and electrical engineer, inventor, electronics pioneer, and he developed alternating current and the induction motor. We have Elias Howe, who was a sewing machine inventor and a manufacturer. We have Barbara Cartland, the British poet, playwright, and one of the world's most prolific authors. We have Tom Hanks, the film actor. We have Oliver Sacks, the neurologist and writer of The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. We have Michael Graves, the architect designer. We also have David Hockney, the British pop artist painter. We also have Orenthal James Simpson of the Buffalo Bills, football running back, Heisman Trophy winner, 4-time AFL rushing leader, 5-time All-Pro sports commentator, and film actor. But it didn't mention the thing he's probably most well known for. Here nor there. We have Edward Heath, the British Prime Minister and a conductor writer of Our Europe. We have John Wheeler, the physicist of the Manhattan Project and Journey into Gravity and Space-Time. We have Frank Wright, the jazz tenor saxophonist. We have Mervyn Peake, spelled funny, with the writer-illustrator of the Gormenghast trilogy. We also have Brian Dennehy, the film actor. Jimmy Smits, the film, TV actor of L.A. Law fame. We also have Richard Roundtree, who was a film actor and he played Shaft. We also have David Jones, the U.S. Air Force General and the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. We have Dorothy Thompson, a columnist. Minette Lanier was a magician. We have Rosie Lee, was a Chinese-American contractor. And Ottorino Respighi, an Italian composer. I probably butchered that name, so let's get a little chop. Yeah, okay. Hey, your season is summer. You're, once again, a Cancer sign for the zodiac of the Cancer 2 period specifically. And your quality and elements is Cardinal water. And this has been July 9th. The Day of Wonder from the Secret Language of Birthdays book by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers. I have an affiliate link for this down in the description if you are curious to dive in with some of the other birthdays in there, the zodiac signs and so forth. It's a great read, makes a great coffee table book, and anybody who's curious about this kind of stuff will love it, I guarantee. Anyhow, if you shop through there, you support the channel and support old Gary Goldschneider by buying a copy, and I will appreciate it if you do. But either way, this is about you and your birthday, so I just want to say happy birthday once more. And for everyone else who joined us out of curiosity, I want to say thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you on your birthday. And don't forget your daily numbers, the 8 with the 6 and a 2. Take care of yourselves, folks.